him, so I feel like I'm having a go at him. I think, you know, we were talking during the game, me and Robbie, and at times he looked lost, and at times he looked okay. You know, let me talk about him, because I feel like I'm having a go at him. I think, you know, we were talking when you pay that type of money, and at times he looked lost, but I saw more in today's game, and at times he looked okay. What I didn't see in the last game yesterday. I mean, he's doing little things. You know, when you this is what I want to see him doing: spinning off and using his power, driving runs, getting forward. This is when he's a good player for me. This is what he should be doing. I mean, he's doing little things. Then get himself in the box, spinning off. You know, I didn't see enough of it. Here again, he's backing up play. Ball comes back out. This is when he's a good player for me. This is when he gets a shot off. What he should be doing.
He's one of them players. I actually don't know what he brings to the game. You know, he's not that player who likes to put tackles in. He's not one of these players who sprays the passes around everywhere. I don't know what he brings to the game. He's one of them players. You know, I mean, there's people better equipped to do soon more and more, and they'll know what he does. But tackles in. I'm yet to see that. He's not one of these players who sprays the passes around everywhere. I don't know what he brings to the game. You know, I mean, there's people, better equipped to move soon more and more, and they'll know what he does. But I'm yet to see that from him. You know, I've not been impressed by him.
I think as a midfield player, you know.
The game, he's not that player who likes to put tackles in. He's not one of these players who sprays the passes around everywhere. I don't know what he brings to the game. I mean, there's people better equipped to move soon more and more, and they'll know what he does. But tackles in. I'm yet to see that. He's not one of these players who sprays the passes around everywhere. I don't know what he brings to the game.
That's a lot more encouraging than what I saw. Yesterday I was really disappointed with him, a young kid.
I'm yet to see that.
Got a dream move to Bayern Munich. He should be going out there, and that's a lot more encouraging than what I saw. Yesterday I was really disappointed with him, a young kid. Got a dream move to Bayern Munich. He should be going out there and,
In darkness. Johnson's Deck, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
So he finally sold the house. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm really pleased.
Did you use purple bricks?
Why would I? They're just online.
No, they're proper estate agents. Real people. You just don't pay commission.
No commission?
No.
Ah, commisery. The misery you feel when you spent thousands on commission but got nothing more for your money. Save yourself from commisery at purplebricks.co.uk.
The gunslingers were knights, sworn to protect the tower. Now I'm the only one left.
The tower will fall, and darkness will rule.
I have to stop him. The Dark Tower.
While they pass, they slip away.
Renault Kadjar and new Capture. Renault crossover range, now with 3 years 0% APR representative and 2 years free servicing.
At Booking.com, you'll find a wide range of accommodation. From sun-drenched holidays to weekend getaways, for every possible budget. And if you cancel, most of the time it's free. And you can always book again. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
At Dreams, for this week only, you can save up to a massive 60% on a choice of comfortable mattresses and stylish bed frames in the Dreams price drop. And there's even free delivery. But hurry, up to 60% off in the Dreams price drop must end Sunday. That's what dreams are made of.
Are you ready to brave the shave for Macmillan Cancer Support?
Hi, I'm Joe Winchcombe, and today I'm braving the shave for Macmillan. I was inspired to braid the shade for Macmillan today by my mum. She was diagnosed with breast cancer herself and thought it would be a great way to show her my support and to raise awareness for everybody else that's living with cancer.
Your heroic gesture will mean that Macmillan can help even more people take back control from cancer. So don't mull it over, do something amazing and sign up today at bravetheshave.org.uk.
Fellow germs, we face a new threat. They call it New Domestos Extended Power. Not only does it kill all known germs, but also help prevent the build-up of limescale for up to 3 times longer.
This may be our end. New Domestos Extended Power prevents limescale up to 3 times longer.
With strawberries, cakes and mousses, so many possible uses. Elmley tastes sweet, a welcome treat on a pudding that's made for 2.
Elmley, the taste of summer.
J'ai besoin de déclencher la chaudière. Elle est où?
À la cave.
J'ai plongé, ça va marcher là.
Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
Well, we have the culmination of the Audi Cup live from the Allianz Arena tonight, and it's Liverpool, not Bayern Munich, who are in the final against Atletico Madrid. And this is the team that Jurgen Klopp has selected tonight. He said he was going to play his strongest side last night against Bayern. That he did, and they went through comfortably 3-0. And he selected only 2 players to start again tonight. They are Chan and Sadio Mane, who came off at half-time yesterday. The defence in particular did very well yesterday. Paul Ince and Robbie Fowler, and it's Milner and Flanagan who come in as full-backs this time. We were so impressed yesterday by Moreno and young Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, both of them look good. Moreno gets a little bit of stick, but, you know, yesterday he was fantastic. You know, he did everything that was, well, that you need to be a top full-back. You know, he defended when he needed to. But certainly going forward, that's when he's probably at his best. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, when we talk about full-backs being great going forward, because
we say a lot these days, though, don't we?
Ultimately it is about how good they are defensively, but, you know, modern football now dictates that, you know, they need to be quality going forward. And both of them on both sides, you know, Trent Alexander and, you know, Moreno, I think were both brilliant. I
think Moreno's, you know, because I think if you look at the start of this season, people would say Moreno would be gone. But after watching him last night, he was probably the best player on the park for me. You know, so, you know, you've got Thief there, you've got Robinson, who's just they bought, you've got Milner. I mean, for me, Milner's the best player in the whole team. Yet forget about Coutinho, he's the best because he can play in every position. You know, he can play midfield, he can play right wing, he can play left back, right back. He's a utility man, he's fantastic for me.
Oh, I can see this on Twitter now. Paul Ince says Milner's better than Coutinho. You know he's going to get translated. I know exactly what you mean.
But what I'm saying is that
I like what you said there. Moreno was probably the best on the pitch last night. I think Salah and Mane would probably argue that as well.
No, I don't think so. No, I disagree.
He was brilliant, that wasn't
he? Moreno, because he's not played a lot last season, he didn't play at all. And, you know, to go and get his chance and play the way he did, I thought he was exceptional last night. We always look at the forwards because they're the ones who always get the glory. But that's true, he knows that. But for me, I think, you know, having something like Milner where you can play him in different positions is invaluable to someone like Klopp.
And with the character that he's got as well,
sure,
consummate professional. If you listen to Stuart Pearce talk about him, absolutely. And good chance to see some of the youngsters as well, like Ben Woodburn up front, and Dom Solanke, the signing from Chelsea.
Yeah, well, I mean, Woodburn's an interesting one because all pre-season, I think Jurgen's played him central midfield. Solanke, I like him because he plays off the shoulder, which is refreshing for a forward.
It is. We'll get to see them very shortly indeed. If you are a Liverpool fan, not too long to wait. Jurgen Klopp's side facing Atletico Madrid in the final of the Audi Cup. That's right here on ITV4 at 7:15. And if your allegiance is to the blue side of Merseyside, we've more live football tomorrow as Everton look to reach the final qualifying round for the Europa League against Rajombarok. You know them. Coverage starts at 7:30 on ITV4. Well, it hasn't exactly been home sweet home for Bayern Munich in the Audi Cup at the Allianz Arena. 2 defeats in 2 days, no goal scored. Apart from that, it has been a resounding success. See you shortly. If you are a Liverpool fan, not too long to wait. Jurgen Klopp's side facing Atletico Madrid in the final of the Audi Cup. That's right here on ITV4 at 7:15.
Paintbrush, paintbrush, paintbrush. Thank you.
Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
With your ladyship's permission, I'd like to go to the bank.
Very well, but don't dawdle. Hello, can I help?
I've been sent this letter.
Right, Mr. Parker. You've won the top prize in our Savers prize draw.
Blimey.
Parker. Parker.
At the time of my life. Sound like a dying cow.
Every match on Sky Sports and BT Sport. This is football from Virgin Media.
Welcome to QuickBooks. Manage your small business finances with it. Customize and send invoices in seconds. Get paid faster. Automatically calculate self-assessment and VAT. Run payroll with ease. And connect everything to your bank account. All using an effortless solution that's great for accountants and used by over 1 million small businesses. QuickBooks makes any place your place of business. See your finances in a whole new way. Search QuickBooks today. Now with up to 50% off for your first 6 months. QuickBooks. Your accounts and taxes done.
At least you're Mercado.
All right, let's do this. This is how it's done.
That's a driver win, like saving on car insurance at Confused.com.
With Expedia, when you book your flights and hotel together, you can often save money.
At All Protected.
Buy any 2 VO5 styling products for £6 at Superdrug.
Get the long chili cheeseburger with free fries for only $1.99. 2 flame grilled burgers, melted cheese, fiery jalapenos and chili cheese sauce with free fries for only $1.99. Only at Burger King.
It doesn't matter where in Britain you live. Things, people, places, they're all moving forward all the time. We're all busy making progress. How far we've come can't always be measured in miles. But from one generation to the next, you never stop heading that way. Introducing all-new Ford Fiesta. Together, we go further.
Stay here for a sneaky portion of football greatness now on ITV4.
Follow me.
Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
Tell it's ITV, can't you? You'll go the whole hog. Face the camera.
And that's a big, powerful first service from Joe with a real kick on the end too. Jimmy Greaves totally flummoxed. And I get the impression he's none too pleased.
1-0.
Very good, Joe.
Oh dear, that's a disgraceful example really for any young viewer. Disregard that sort of behaviour totally.
How do you want me to stand on the red seat for us, please? I'm going with quite a moody character here. Is that what you're asking? Yeah. I seem to have chosen the tightest shorts in the world. It's nothing to do with my quads because they're too tiny.
We have to hold my hands that far apart.
Okay.
Right. You got to go in between my hands.
Right.
Right. Go in between the hands, but you mustn't touch either hand as you're doing it.
Right.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You have to go over those. 8, 9. Come on. We must keep them shut though. Keep them shut tight. Otherwise...
Keep your eyes shut. You didn't.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Right, now hold on. Keep it shut tight. Keep it as straight as you possibly can. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Where is it? Oh, it's there, okay. Well, just look at it. Normally.
Genuine Yalden, Emre Can is one of only 2 to keep his place. Adam Lallana, Ben Woodburn, Sadio Mane and Dominic Solanke on the bench. Karius, Mignolet, Firmino, Henderson, Grujic, Robertson, Matip, Kent, Jaria, Trent and Divock Origi. So that's starting 11 again. Danny Ward, John Flanagan, Joe Gomez, Ragnar Kalman, James Milner, Genuine Yalden, Emre Can, Adam Lallana, Ben Woodburn, Sadio Mane and Dominic Solanke. Well, Liverpool have scored 6 without reply so far in their 2 games on German soil. Hopefully more of the same tonight and a second piece of pre-season.
I'm Kevin Campbell. More from me in part 3.
Thanks, Clay. Yeah, understandable. Quite a few changes tonight because of the game.
And very well welcome back to Where the Sport on this Christmas Eve. Snooker now. We've seen that Eric is not very good at darts.
I am very good at this, I promise you.
Where did you play with snooker?
Heavy schedule.
Well, I've got a small one.
Okay, well, what do you make of the team he's picked? It is a mix of young players, of players who've been on the fringe, and some guys who are the first-team regulars.
Well, a couple who probably need games. You know, if you're looking at Mane and Chan, you know, they've only came back in the last couple of matches, so they need more minutes on the pitch. So no surprise that the manager's kept him in for the starting 11 tonight. And all he's doing, as far as I can see there, Mark, is just utilising the squad. There's a lot of players who need some game time. Milner's been out with a slight knock recently, so he needs to get some minutes on the pitch. Gomez, likewise, I thought he'd done very well against Hertha Berlin. Left him out yesterday, he's fit enough to play today. Utilising all his goalkeepers. We've seen Karius last night. Before that, Mignolet was in the team, now Ward's get his opportunity. So I just think the manager's doing the right thing. And the likes of Solanke, new to the club, I think it's important that he's on the pitch as well and gets to learn, you know, the philosophy the manager wants and, you know, positions he should be taking up. You know, the likes of Woodburn, a youngster who set up the 3rd goal last night, he'll be really chomping at the bit, if you like, to get a start tonight. So I think it's an intriguing team. A lot of them players wouldn't have played together and 11-side matches, but you know, we'll see what they can do against the opposition.
I think this is something that he's going to have to experience throughout the season as well, with all the different competitions that you're going to face. You know, you're going to be playing Champions League midweek, and you've got maybe a Premier League game or a Cup game at the weekend. So you're going to have to utilise your squad. So this gives him a perfect opportunity to see exactly how far the youngsters have come on. And from what I've seen so far in pre-season, I think they have improved. I think you look at young Trent Alexander, he looks bigger, he looks stronger, he looks quicker. Young Ben Woodburn as well. He's still only a baby, you know, so he's still got quite a bit to grow into. Solanke started the pre-season exceptionally well with a couple of goals, so great opportunity for him tonight again.
Will the likes of Gomez and Solanke quite enjoy playing in what would be their preferred positions?
Yeah, I mean, I think modern day footballers, I think especially defenders, I think you've got to be adaptable. I think Gomez, for me, might be adapted into a fullback. I think the manager seems to like him there. Solanke, versatile as well, but I think his best position is up through the middle. And hopefully he can get in the goal scoring sheet tonight. I think that will just give him that extra little bit of confidence.
Yeah, big night for Danny Ward as well, across 43 appearances for Huddersfield and a promotion success last season. OK, now that's what Gary and Ray think of the team for tonight. Now, let's hear from the man that picked it. Jurgen Klopp is standing by to speak to Rob Jones.
Jurgen, some really good aspects to your team's performance last night. What would you like to see them do better this evening?
First of all, it's a different lineup, so of course a few players start again. I'm not exactly sure how many, but yeah, it's another game. The other style of player would say, I'm not too sure. I need to have a look on the lineup of Atletico tonight, but the one thing that was 100% the case is that it's a very intense game, because it's one of the most intense teams in world football, I would say. So defending really passionate and yeah, counter-attack, quick, hard, aggressive, all that stuff. You need to know about this, so that's completely another different challenge. But yeah, we need to get ready for it. Came home late last night, had a little session this morning, and now we are here again. So it's hard for the boys, but of course we want to see that that our timing is better than it was yesterday, and the organization could be better. We play football in all moments when they give us the opportunity, or even if we have to force it, if we have to play to create the spaces, then we have to do it. So pretty much what you always want, but against a really strong opponent.
One of the players who does start again tonight is Sadio Mane. It's his third half. It will be his third half. Have you been surprised at just how sharp he looks? Because he's not had any football since April. He looks like he's never been away.
I'm surprised. I'm not sure. So maybe how I remember him, he was much stronger. That's how it is. So yes, he's good, already good, and I like having him around again. But he needs playing time. So 45. We will see how much tonight, but not a lot more, I think. But 90 over 2 days should be possible, and no, good to have him back.
How important is it to get the balance right between minutes and resting? A couple of players don't feature tonight. Do you have to always think about the balance between not overworking people at this time of year?
Yes, but if you play, for example, you play a cup game with overtime and all that stuff, then you play 120 minutes, for example. And so yesterday just two players played 90. They are not involved tonight. But we could have taken, of course, Phil and Mo Salah. They have no issues. We only rested them because since they are in, they played all the games. And I thought we have 90 players here, so we have enough opportunities to change, and that's why we did. But of course, that's always. But if you have a little issue here, a little bit, if you hear a little bit, then you try to use this information. But they are all in a good moment. We train really harder in a few sessions than we even can play, so should not be a problem. But yeah, mix it up. When you play in 2 days, then it's very important, of course.
Thanks, Jürgen.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
OK, time for a break. Details on the opposition lineup when we return.
What a fantastic goal! This is Fowler. He produces an explosive finish. Fowler! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! At last for Robbie Fowler. Oh! Michael Owen! Fantastic from Michael Owen! That is absolutely sensational!
Here come Liverpool again. It's Suarez!
That is an absolutely wonderful goal. He's making an impact now, all right. He's got a real chance, which he takes brilliantly.
He's got the cash. He's got a condo. He's got a car. He's got a career. But that still doesn't mean he gets you. Time to shine. Extra.
This is a report from Save the Children. Right now, children are arriving in hospitals across Central Africa, undernourished and in desperate need of treatment. Pierre is 4 years old. He should have his whole life ahead of him, but because of a simple lack of nutrition, his body is weak and he is fighting to stay alive.
His condition is critical. He has half of the normal weight for his age.
He needs medicine and he needs therapeutic food urgently.
If Pierre doesn't get basic medicine and therapeutic food, he will die.
Children like Pierre are the reason we're asking for your help. You can help us provide the food and medicine these children need by calling the number on your screen now and giving £2 a month. This small monthly donation could be the reason a child like Pierre survives.
We are doing everything we can, but we need help. We need help.
Please pick up the phone now and call Save the Children on 0800 055 7164 or visit our website. Your £2 a month could help a child like Pierre win their fight to survive.
Voyage privé. Save up to 70% off on 4- and 5-star holidays. Join voyageprivé.com now.
When I was looking for a new van, I needed to know I was going to get the right deal for me.
At Vanarama, we'll help you find the right deal.
If you find a better deal, even after ordering, they'll match it. There's no hidden charges either. Everything was explained up front.
The Vanarama price promise had me covered.
If you're looking to transform your business with a brand new van, we've got amazing deals, like this Vauxhall Vivaro for £189 per month.
Only around 70 wild Amur leopards remain. That's why we urgently need you to adopt an Amur leopard with WWF. Your special adoption pack shows you the vital work you help make possible. We'll even send you an adorable cuddly leopard. Plus exciting photos, posters and updates throughout the year. Adoption costs just £5 a month. So please call 0800 035 7100. Text Leo7 to 70099 or visit us online.
The Reds are in Munich tonight. Jurgen Klopp watching on at the Allianz Arena as his players are put through their paces for tonight's match with Atletico Madrid. Here's a reminder of the team he's picked to start tonight's game in the Audi Cup Final. It's Danny Ward who starts in goal. The back four, James Milner, Ragnar Klavan, Joe Gomez and John Flanagan. In midfield, Gini Wijnaldum, Emre Can and Adam Lallana. Up top, Ben Woodburn and Sadio Mane, either side of Dom Solanke. OK, so that's our team. What about the opposition? Does Fernando Torres line up against his former side? Let's find out from Claire, who's has the Atletico Madrid lineup over at the stadium.
Yeah, thanks very much, Mark. Well, if anyone ever doubts that there's a competitive... Atletico Madrid, which had more than just a little bit of needle. Jurgen Klopp said he was hopeful that the Atletico players would have calmed down somewhat by the time the Audi Cup Final kicks off a little bit later on this evening. Wholesale changes might do that. That's what Diego Simeone's gone for, although the football romantics amongst you might be a little bit disappointed to learn that Fernando Torres is on the bench this season.
Probably one of the questions I get asked about Liverpool quite a lot. They answered every question Bayern threw at them. They were very good.
Where do you draw the line between Bayern being poor and Liverpool being excellent?
No, I think we must admit Bayern were poor, but only because Liverpool made them look poor. That's the only reason why. But, I agree with Robbie. Offensively, they were fantastic. Salah's only been there 2 minutes, seems to fit into the way Klopp wants to play. I think it's exciting times ahead.
That's good. Well, let's have a look at the team tonight. It is very, very different to the one that played last night. Only 2 players are starting once again. They are Emre Can in the middle of the pitch and Sadio Mane, who managed 45 minutes last night. So Dom Solanke starts up front, young Ben Woodburn as well, and a totally different defence, of course. Milner coming back from a knock, Flanagan starting in place of the 2 very impressive fullbacks last night, Moreno and young Trent Alexander-Arnold. And Danny Ward in goal for Liverpool. This is how Atletico Madrid line up. 11 changes for them from last night. So Griezmann and Torres are on the bench, as is Savic. I think some of the Liverpool forwards will be quite happy about that, bearing in mind some of these savage challenges from him and from Godin, who was actually sent off last night towards the end of the game. He could have been sent off a lot earlier, couldn't he? There were so many crunching challenges in that game. What on earth was going on with all these tackles flying, and dangerous ones as well?
Yeah, they were. I just think, as I said before the game, I think it's a Simeone team. The way he played, I played against him many times back in the day, and that was the type of player that he was. He'd get stuck in, But saying that, sometimes they can play football. I think Godin and Savic maybe took it a little bit too serious. Some of the tackles were a bit naughty. Tackles that you don't expect to see in pre-season games.
They've only got one way of playing, haven't they? It doesn't matter, it's pre-season. These are players who want to win, and they want the forwards to know that they're in the game.
They knew all right, didn't they?
Yeah.
They knew all right.
If they did it to you, you wouldn't be happy, would you? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. We're talking about forwards. Daniel Sturridge, so unfortunate. He came off the bench, scored an absolutely beautiful goal, and then probably pulled up and went off. He says it's not too serious, but he can't start now.
I think he's got a slight thigh strain, but, he doesn't really look comfortable sprinting on the ball. But if you look at the goal, as much as the finish is unbelievable, I think he just alters his stride pattern just as he's about to, and, a little slight strain. And you know what, I feel for him, because he's worked hard this pre-season. As a player, you want to get through pre-season all the time, without any, ill effects, without any injuries. And he's been good. He's done everything I've asked of him. He's trained every single day. And I actually feel for him. He's a good player, and he deserves a little bit of luck.
Well, Dominic Solanke does start tonight. Players signed ultimately for around £3 million due to the tribunal setting the fee from Chelsea. He never played in the Premier League for them, 19 years of age. What have you made of him?
Good player, I like him. He's obviously still very young, but you see here he can score goals, all types of goals. And I think, I'm not saying he's going to be a replacement for Sturridge, because there was talk about Sturridge leaving, but I think he's a different striker to a lot of strikers that we're seeing at the moment. He knows where the goal is. He puts himself in the right position. He doesn't always want to come to the ball to spin off and get down the channels, and he makes it hard for defenders to defend against him. And I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays today.
He was named as best player in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which England won, of course. And a few half-decent players over the year that won that.
Some decent names, isn't it? I think if he goes on to have a career as good as some of them players, then Liverpool, potentially signing a gem.
Yeah, they could well do, but the fact that he didn't get in at Chelsea, those are the Youth Cup pictures that we showed there, because that's where his opportunity came at Chelsea. Would you expect him to be a potential star there, or is it simply far too early to tell?
I think it's too early. I think, we look at a lot of Chelsea players, especially the young kids, who don't get a chance to, establish themselves in the first team. And I think it's a really great bit of business from Liverpool to snatch him up. I think under the tuition of Klopp, I think he'll learn a lot of things. And, I think in time, he can score goals. As I said, I think in time he could be a very, very good player.
What's good about the fact is that he's left Chelsea, not because he's gone to Liverpool. The fact is that he's backed himself. He wants to leave. He doesn't feel as though he'll get a good chance, at Chelsea. And he feels as though he might get a better opportunity elsewhere. And look, you can't, fault the lad for wanting to do that. I think that's refreshing. Too many times we talk about young players wanting to go to these clubs, and sit on the bench and collect the wages. He's backing himself.
And keep signing new contracts, staying where they're not getting selected. Loftus-Cheek, that's been levelled at him. Sadio Mane was fantastic last night. He's coming back from injury, of course. He starts again tonight. How do you see this front 3 or 4 shaping up for Liverpool?
I think it's different than what we saw last night, but it's just more minutes under his belt. I think he's a fantastic player. I think Liverpool missed him a lot towards the back end of the season when he got injured, and it just gives you so many different things. You know, he can beat players, he can run in behind players, he can come short. You know, his awareness is unbelievable here. You've got Moreno bombing down the left. This is when they get their second goal. Salah just pops it in at the far post. They've got so many, with him, they've got so many different dynamics with him. And I think Klopp will be so pleased with having him back in the team. I think tonight you're going to see a different formation in the fact you've got Woodburn out there and, you know, Solanke. I think it's a different kind of dynamics. You haven't got the rotation that you're going to get, what we saw last night against Bayern Munich. But I still think they're going to be dangerous. When you've got him the side, they're always going to be dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming up next, we'll have full coverage of the Audi Cup Final live from Munich. And we'll hear from Liverpool's manager, Jurgen Klopp.
You okay with that?
Johnson's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
Hey Siri, read my schedule. Rock. Hey Siri, take a selfie. You want to see more of The Rock and Siri? Just grab your iPhone and say, hey Siri, what are you and The Rock up to?
I was online, browsing a shopping website, just killing some time before turning in for the night, but I kept seeing all of these passionate 5-star reviews by someone called Steve_1962. He'd reviewed a printer, a scanner, a pink mini fridge, a 1,000-piece jigsaw of the Golden Gate Bridge, a multi-pack of miniature handheld food blenders, a pair of industrial ear defenders, a packet of 66-centered gel pens, a box set of every single series of Friends on VHS. Some lipstick, a Pritt stick, a box of 40 selfie sticks, a 1,000-page book about the history of the Bolsheviks. Anyway, I don't know what happened. I got carried away. I was tired. I ordered the lot and it's all just arrived. My girlfriend's going to kill me.
You're not afraid to put the young to do. If you're good enough and you're willing to show that performance-wise on the pitch or in training, they'll give you your opportunity. So credit to Jurgen for doing that.
Finally, Gary, how big a test then tonight? Atletico record in the Champions League is fantastic.
Yeah, again, it's a pre-season game. It's a different kind of game because the two teams are very much they're very much made up of the guys that have played off the world match on the pitch. So you have to wait and see how the game will go on the court. It's one thing I'm sure. I reckon the Indians will be a strong opposition. Exactly the same as
Every match on Sky Sports and BT Sport. This is football from Virgin Media.
I just sold my car to my local WeBuyAnyCar.com.
That's it from us for now.
Instead
We
of
shall
trading
take
it
a short break. Then all the
and I'm
action
going
from
to
Germany
use
is
this lovely
live
wad of
here
cash
on LFC
to get a better
TV.
deal on my next car.
Keep it unbeaten pre-season
Fair.
run going. You can find out when we return when it's Liverpool against Atletico Madrid. It's next.
Change the way you sell your car. Enter your reg number now at WeBuyAnyCar.com, the UK's favourite car buying service.
At Booking.com, you'll find a wide range of accommodation. From sun-drenched holidays to weekend getaways. For every possible budget. And if you have to cancel, cancel. Most of the time it's free. And you can always book again. Booking.com, Booking.yeah.
Tower will fall. I'm coming to get you. The Dark Tower.
Hey Siri, take a selfie. Hope I don't cause an eclipse.
Gale warning issued 2042 UTC.
Mike, can we make sure we avoid this low pressure to the east? There's a force 9 approaching. Right, prep the engines and stand by.
Roger that. Rescue 1, ETA, 4 minutes.
on the world. The Women's Rugby World Cup starts next Wednesday at 1:30 on ITV4.
Oh, cheers, my car.
Good weekend.
Oh, thank you very
Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
The Liverpool manager has made 9 changes from the side that thumped Bayern Munich in their own backyard last night, now ahead of the Audi Cup Final at the Allianz Arena. Jurgen Klopp has been talking to Lindsay Hooper.
2 games in 2 days, you need to mix up the lineup. That's what we do. We had a few game players which were not involved yesterday. When we tested this morning, we had a little session this morning, so we made a few tests. So we have more options, and that's what we want to use. It's important for all of them that they have test games on this highest level, and today it's another big challenge and a completely different job to do against Atletico Madrid, one of the most difficult to play sides in world football, because their intensity in their game is so high. They're so smart. They defend deep, they defend high, they play with long balls. They have football players, they have speed to come in behind with Griezmann. They are tall in set pieces. So that's really a job to do. And so we brought in a few fresh legs.
Yes, we did see yesterday what they were made of, but in terms of your finishing yesterday, you must have been really impressed. Do you hope to see more of that?
Yeah, always, always. Yeah, but that's not that I can wish things. Like the boys have the quality, and so with the scoring, you always need a little bit of luck. It's on the 1 inch on your foot. That's what makes the difference. And yesterday, we were really sharp in these situations. Finished the game, if you want, early. Could have finished already even earlier, and so I was fine with the performance. But what I said after the game is true. So we were not brilliant. How it sounds, if you play against Bayern, win 3-0, usually you need to be brilliant. Yesterday it was not necessary. Bayern have problems. They came 2 days before from China back, and that's really hard, to be honest. I know that. And so for yesterday it was enough, but we need to be better. We will see if we can tonight.
Better. It'd be hard to see them being any better than they were last night. But for the record, Liverpool saying that Coutinho, Salah, Lovren and Moreno all rested tonight, before anybody panics about where Coutinho in particular might be. But Paul, you're not too happy with the number of changes, the fact that 9 of them tonight.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not too happy. I understand from a manager's point of view, everyone's got to get their minutes. Everyone's, I know with all these sports scientists now, you've got to play maybe 270 minutes, before the season starts. But I just like, when you've got that fluidity that we saw last night with the top 4, we saw it with Napoli. They played 4 of their star players again today from attacking point of view, and we were pearling over how great they were, Liverpool. But that top 4, I'd just like to see them do that again today. It is the final. Obviously Liverpool feel they've got a strong enough team to go and win the final, but I'd like to see the way they played yesterday was fantastic. I don't think you're going to get that with the top 4, no disrespect, that's playing up there today.
And Robbie, would you expect this to be a very different type of game tonight?
Yeah, totally different. I think yesterday, Liverpool were perfectly happy letting Bayern have the ball and maybe counter-attacking. But, as much as Atletico had 11 changes, the ethos and mentality of the players under Simeone will be the same, to defend deep, keep nice and compact. So I think the onus now is on Liverpool to go out there. At times last year that was one of the questions that were asked about Liverpool a lot. Can they break teams down, struggle at times? So this is a real good test for them. Totally different from yesterday.
It will be, and we shall find out how it pans out through proper cameras, probably, not the one in that little boy's cap. Straight after this break, the Audi Cup Finals coming up next.
Gallon of gloss.
Gallon of glass.
2-inch brush.
2-inch brush.
9-inch roller.
9-inch roller.
And a Tiva 2.
A Tiva.
Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors evenings on ITV4.
Gale warning issued 20.
Okay, Mike, avoid this low pressure. Last known coordinates 02345.
This is Rescue 1, ETA 4 minutes.
With the best odds in all English football, you get more with Betfair. More of the good stuff. More of the big time. More last-minute winners. And more of the uncompromising. Get more from Betfair with the best odds on all English football. Are you ready for more?
Those? What are those? Ah. Johnston's Decorating Centres, sponsors of evenings on ITV4.
The action is about to get underway in the Allianz Arena. Liverpool hoping to lift some pre-season silverware. Your commentators for the evening are Matthew Upson and first, good evening, Clive Tildesley.
It's rather hot, steamy, stormy sort of a day in Munich again, not quite as sultry as yesterday, nearing 8:45 local time now, and the temperature gauge still touching 26 degrees, probably a little warmer around him. Not quite as warm as it is in Madrid, considerably warmer than it is on Merseyside. We've got Germany's top referee, Felix Brick, in charge. I've got Matthew Upson alongside me. Have you ever played twice in successive days?
Once in a pre-season at Torquay and then Yeovil, a little bit different to the Audi Cup.
Not in your younger days then?
No, I was 33 and I've got to say the body found it very difficult, so I can understand the rotation.
Right, there's two players out there who started last night's matches, both in Liverpool red, mistake there by John Flanagan, but both Emre Can and Sadio Mane start again. Atletico Madrid have made 11 changes. They're in the yellow shirts this evening. Their left back is Sergi. Two quite lightweight, skillful forwards in Angel Correa and Luciano Vieto, which will provide a different sort of a challenge for the Liverpool centre-back pairing of Ragnar Klavan and Joe Gomez. Klavan watching that one carefully. James Milner, who's playing for the first time in 11 days since picking up a muscle injury in the final of the Asia Trophy. But has played his pre-season football again at left back. There's little Correa, who has apparently been on Liverpool's transfer radar during the summer, the number 11. The Salako with the long throw-in. There was a foul on Chan at the near post. What impressed you about Liverpool on opening night, Masu?
Their front four. I think we've alluded to it in the studio and a lot's been made of it, but the way Liverpool set up and the attacking four that Jurgen Klopp went with was really, really successful last night and gave Bayern no end of trouble. You know, the movement of Mane, Salah, the energy they had. It'll be interesting to see Mane tonight and whether he can produce that kind of energy again.
Back on the right flank this evening, where Salah's arrival will probably mean a switch of wings for much of the season to come, but Ben Woodburn is starting in front of James Milner on this side. Emre Can is the anchorman in midfield with Lallana to his right and Wijnaldum to his left. Here is the young goalkeeper Danny Ward getting involved for the first time during this pre-season with Liverpool. Atletico have their shadow goalkeeper Miguel Angel Moya on duty. And Liverpool typically have won the ball right up the field with Adam Lallana.
Something that Liverpool do brilliant, and I have to say, out of possession, they're probably the best team to watch.
Most difficult to play against. Woodburn to Wijnaldum. Gomez to Flanagan. Joe Gomez has been tried at right back in a couple of pre-season games, but he is a centre-back by preference. And that's a poor pass from Gomez, and an equally poor response from Correa. And Gomez got away with a howler there.
Very fortunate indeed. quite a sloppy pass in, and equally as bad pass from Korea.
Drawn by Woodburn. And Solanke came for the same ball. Tidied up by Jimenez. It's a miss kick by him. Picked up by Lucas, but Chan will find Milner. Woodburn. Which looks as if it could do with a bit of rain. In actual fact, it looks a little slower than it was last night when Diego Simeone's team came from behind to beat Napoli in the other semi-final. But a completely different Atletico team this evening. Here's Sergi, and 12 is Augusto Fernandez. Sergi has done well to find his way past Flanagan, and Wijnaldum is there to tidy up for Liverpool. Firm header by Lucas Hernandez. Vieto scored the winner against Napoli from the bench. And his claim to the ball. Klavan's header is an important one. Liverpool just a little sloppy in possession. Woodburn was caught on that occasion by Thomas Partey.
Yeah, Liverpool will want to tidy it up a little bit at the moment. It's a little bit sloppy, some of the passes, the shape. You know, when you make that many changes, it takes a little bit of a settling in period into the game.
Woodburn selling Milner short. Sadako with the throw-in. Vieto putting Klavan under pressure. Milner. Solanke trying to kill it on the chest. It might just run here for Adam Lallana, who forces Lucas to go back to his goalkeeper. Salako's header and keep the ball in. The Liverpool squad have been on the road for much of the last 3 weeks in Hong Kong, where they beat Crystal Palace and Leicester City to win the Premier League's Asia Trophy. Then here to a training camp in Germany, and then 3 games now in 5 nights. They beat Hertha in Berlin 3-0 on Saturday. They beat Bayern 3-0 here in Munich last night. They will play one more warm-up game in Dublin this coming Saturday against Athletic Bilbao. It's a 5:15 kickoff in Ireland, and their Premier League campaign begins a week on Saturday at Watford. That's a lunchtime kickoff on August the 12th. Vieto. From Correa and by Klavan. Lallana to Mane.
There's a big difference in Atletico's shape to Bayern's yesterday. Those areas where Mane would receive the ball there on the halfway line last night, they were getting so much joy running at Bayern, and you can tell straight away that Atletico, they're dropping back in, they're getting their shape. It's going to be a different challenge to break down the team.
Milner is trying to help it first time into Woodburn's path. And it's the challenge that Liverpool struggled with really last season. They were much more comfortable in games against teams who were prepared to attack them, against whom they could counter, than they were against sides who looked to defend deep and shut up shop. Augusto Fernandez. Conavita. Salako. Lucas Hernandez. It's awkward for Katie Barry. His career, though. Klavan almost accidentally intercepting.
It's quite a good interception in the end. I know it's accidental, but he just got his body in the right position, which is sometimes all you need to do.
Played in a lot of important wins last season, Ragnar Klavan. A little run in the team in March into April. He was in the side that beat Arsenal, the team that won at Stoke. Never established as a first-choice Liverpool centre-back, but experienced cover. Flag is up here against Jimmy Vasaliko.
It's important to have that quality of cover throughout a league season, especially with European football and the amount of matches. It's important that those players are in tune and aware of the team's philosophy and formation and can step in and do a solid job in big games.
Vasaliko was looking along the line there, probably shouldn't have been caught offside. Gomez. Mane. Woodburn. Interesting ball in and flicked on by Solanke and only just wide. He's already looking a bonus, Dominic Solanke.
Nice check back and lovely whipped ball in, great angle and height and always on the move, Solanke, you know, arriving in that area exactly where you want your centre forward to be, arriving in the middle of the box with speed, and nice glancing header, just not quite enough contact to guide it into that far post.
Clever header. I mean, 19 years of age, he looked like a signing for the future, but the present is already very much providing opportunities for Dominic Solanke. He's taken a couple already in Liverpool colours during the pre-season. Flanagan did enough. Lallana's skill seemed to defeat the two Atletico players. I'm not quite sure why he didn't get a free kick there. Katie Barry, Kanavita, Correa. Was under pressure. Very flimsy pressure, but he's won a free kick.
Liverpool are going to be hard done by with Lallana not winning a free kick and the referee awarding one there because they were on the counter-attack. It was a loose pass and Woodburn was running straight at the back four.
This is the man who took charge of the Champions League final in Cardiff this year, so he knows what he's doing. Doesn't mean we have to agree with every decision he gives. This is Jimenez, the centre-back. Away by Klavan, but only as far as Thomas. And Woodburn eventually sorting it out. Side flag up.
There's a lot of loose balls at the moment, quite a few balls popping out of challenges and what have you. It's who can get hold of the ball and really take control.
Liverpool were a goal up against Bayern this stage already last night. Made a very smooth beginning to that match. A little untidier tonight.
It's more the tempo Liverpool started out last night. They were out of the blocks and before Bayern could blink really, they were hitting them on the counter-attack pace. More the tempo Liverpool started out last night. They were out of the blocks and Lallana before Bayern could blink really. They were hitting
Mane.
counter-attack pace.
Jurgen Klopp has said that Mane here and Salah will set the tempo for Liverpool this season. And that's the case. It's going to be a pretty quick one.
It's more the tempo Liverpool started out last night. They were out of the blocks and before Bayern could blink really. They were hitting them on the counter-attack
Mane is free here. Lallana has come in across, and Woodburn has space. He did come under some pressure at the very last moment from Basalico, and he couldn't control the ball. Set the tempo.
Really good play here from Lallana. He wanted to lay it down the line, but realised it was
going to be
covered.
a pretty quick one.
Took an extra touch, dinked a nice ball to the back post, and nice shape from Woodburn there. You know, technically, he's made good contact with the ball. Just under a little bit of pressure there that put him off.
Mane is free here. Came on the left side of the attack last night for the final 15 minutes. He has played most of his junior football as a striker or as a support striker, but he has been deployed as a midfield player in the last few weeks by last moment. It's the time of the year for looking at control the volley. Different things, really different positions.
Lallana, he wanted to lay it down the line, but realised it was covered and
escaped Gomez momentarily.
Dinked a nice
recovery by Joe Gomez.
Nice shape from Woodburn.
There is Ben Woodburn.
Made good contact.
Still, let
with
us
the ball.
not forget,
just under
17 years of age.
I think at the end.
Came on the left side of the attack last night for the final 15 minutes. He has played most of his junior football as a striker or as a support striker, but he has been deployed as a midfield player in the last few weeks by Jurgen Klopp. It's the time of the year for looking at Milner. Different things, different positions. Couldn't resist. A lot of yellow shirts between him and the target. Gomez momentarily. Wijnaldum. Good recovery by Joe Gomez. Here is Wijnaldum. Still, let us not forget, just 17 years of age. Just over the head of Solanke that time.
As well, you know, as a player, really,
we're starting to get some cohesion into their play.
There's a good understanding in tight areas with Liverpool. The players, they're moving the ball, tight areas, lots of different changes of direction and movement. It's impressive to see in the attacking third.
Just over the head of Solanke that time. We're starting to get some cohesion into their play. Jurgen Klopp had only qualified praise for last night's performance. He said Liverpool can do much better.
Tight areas.
Felt there were times when Bayern had too much of the ball and passed through Liverpool.
Impressive to see in the attacking third.
What he might be particularly pleased with is one goal conceded in the 4 matches against top-flight opposition on tour so far. Jurgen Klopp had only qualified praise. Defence is perceived to be Liverpool's weak suit. Much better. Times when Bayern had too much of the ball and passed through. Mane can't afford to lose it there. But they defend as a team, don't they, Matt? They defend right from the front.
When you defend from the front, it is a team game, and their attacking players, you know, they really do carry their weight defensively. But the best in the Premier League, especially from last season. So, you know, it's a huge asset for the back four to know the players in front of you can work as hard as what their attacking players
cover the ground that they cover.
It just makes your life easier. The best in the Premier League, especially from last season.
Lovren was saying
it's a huge asset for the back four.
Liverpool centre-back plays always as a midfield player because they defend so high. He spends so much time in this part of the field. Chandler just overhit that for Milner.
It's great as well because the centre-back, you can have the ball high.
Liverpool centre-back plays always as a midfield player because they defend so high. He spends so much time in this part of the field. Depends on what kind of centre-back you are. Just overhit that for Milner.
It's great as well because the centre-back, you can have the ball higher up the pitch and you can be a little bit more creative in your passing and have more of an influence in the game.
Depends what kind of centre-back you are, but... Wijnaldum. Woodburn seeing a lot of the ball. Solanke. Milner.
Es capaz de imaginar cosas, ¿no? Pero de momento no están encontrando ahí. Eso también sería buen trabajo de Graneviter y Augusto, que cierran bien esa línea de pase y no permiten que la haga pues reciba con facilidad. Cambio de orientación, buscando la ciudad de James Milner con todo Versálico.
Lallana really does have it on the string.
Del Atlético de Madrid, de las incursiones de James Milner y también de Bobo, que son los dos que están en ese
Flanagan getting beyond Mane.
Balón para Embrechan, abre Embrechan para poder llegar Lallana, evita que la pelota se pierda por la banda.
Almost looking to switch it to Milner, but it was a bit of a fight ball in the end.
Lallana tocando para Mane, Mane para
Key.
The one advantage Klavan does have, he has a nice left foot.
Dominic Solanke, 6'1".
The left side centre back can play with his left.
Assist his best position is as a number 9.
What position did you play?
Number 29.
The left side centre back.
Liverpool squad, but
It's the area of the field that he wants to play.
Mane towards Solanke. Of Dominic Solanke, 6'1".
The use of Daniel Sturridge today is pretty
This
good.
is,
He hasn't had
best
a
position
scan. He
is
felt
as
some
a
discomfort
number
in his
9.
thigh after scoring the third goal last
Number
evening, but
29.
it isn't considered to be a serious
Liverpool
injury.
squad, but it's the area of the field that he wants to play.
Divock Origi is unavailable through injury at the moment, as is Nathaniel Klein. They're the only 3 on the injured list. Danny Ings is making his way back to sort of
Daniel Sturridge
match
today
fitness at
is
the moment.
pretty good. He hasn't had a scan. He felt some discomfort in his
absentees were all
thigh
being
after
rested.
scoring the third goal last evening, but it isn't considered to be a serious injury.
Be good to see Danny Ings back playing again. He's had such a poor run of luck with injury.
Divock Origi is unavailable through injury at the moment, as is Nathaniel Klein. They're the only 3 on the injured list. Danny Ings is making his way back to sort of match fitness at the moment. The other absentees are all being rested. Solanke conceding a free kick.
Be good to see Danny Ings back playing again. He's had such a poor run of luck with injury.
Pre-season results are what they are a year ago.
Great to see him back fit and playing.
Liverpool got 4 past Barcelona at Wembley. They were top of the Premier League by the start of November. First half of last season could hardly have gone an awful lot better.
Pre-season results are what they are a year ago. Liverpool got 4 past Barcelona at Wembley.
To control.
They were top of the Premier League
It'll be
by the
interesting
start
to
of
see
November.
how that differs with Liverpool
First
this
half
season.
of last
I think
season
it's the big
could
talking point for Jurgen Klopp's team.
hardly have gone an awful lot better.
How well they're going to weather into the January-February period.
It's kind of difficult
you really are being
Barry
tested
to
physically
control.
if you've been playing a high-tempo game from the start of the It'll be season. interesting to see how that
Yeah, they were second to Chelsea at the turn of the year.
That's the big talking point for Jurgen Klopp's team, and how well they're going to weather into the January-February period when you really are being tested physically if you've been playing a high-tempo game from the start of the season.
Yeah, they were second to Chelsea at the turn of the year, and with no
It'll be
European
interesting to see how
distractions.
that differs with Liverpool this season.
The first
I think
month
that's
of
the big talking point for
2017 was
Jurgen
full of
Klopp's team.
distractions and disappointments. Mane there went off to play for his country in Africa, and from that point onwards, securing the 4th Champions League spot became the only priority, and to be honest, a bit of a slog in the end. Mane does wind opponents up, just with his sheer competitiveness. I don't think that Jose Maria Jimenez has helped him much in that instance.
In Africa, and from that point onwards, securing the 4th Champions League spot became the only priority. And
Quite see the need, or
to be honest, a bit of a slog in the end.
why he was booked there, to be honest.
Mane does wind opponents up, just with his sheer competitiveness. I don't think that Jose Maria Jimenez has helped him much in that instance.
That's what the referee
The needless yellow
exception to.
I suppose you just can't raise your hands.
Hard, wasn't it?
The opponent's quite see the need, or it's a straight yellow card. Why he was booked there, to be honest, just
It's well won by Lallana. Again, Solanke into the path of Mane. Bringing the ball away, hacked away. Correa by Qualität. Read by
high tempo pressing from Liverpool again, and he created a goal scoring opportunity from nothing.
Exception to
game,
I suppose you just can't raise your hands anywhere near the opponent's face. It's a straight yellow card. That's well up by Lallana again. Solanke into the path of Mane.
Flanagan
hacked away by Qualität.
Hacked away well by
So that high tempo pressing from Liverpool again, nearly created a goal scoring opportunity from nothing.
Liverpool getting the decision on the far side too.
Was seen and dealt with. Was the danger by Qualität again. It's a foul on Thomas Partey, who's demanding yellow cards in a pre-season game. James Muller gets one as well.
Well, he knew exactly what he was doing, James Muller. He knows it's a foot race and he knows he's going to have to chase him back. Just grabs him by the arm. And one of these situations as a player, you kind of disguise it and try and disguise it as good as and as well as you possibly can, but the referee was right on the spot. I don't think it's a booking in all fairness, though, is it?
Hall enjoying themselves on Cherry Glass from County Tipperary. That comes in from Mum Babs and all the family. And of course, if you want to feature on air and
as you can see, is a yellow card. Certainly in competitive games, and I suppose Felix Brick is going to referee this one as if it were a Champions League match. That's not necessarily the way in all these pre-season games. Mane still giving him an earful, which is probably not the best idea. Certainly the conclusion of Atletico's match last night against Napoli was very fiery indeed. Diego Godin was sent off.
Strangled the life out of some Champions League games they've played.
Augusto Fernandes.
Has been pulled by Basalico. With the same gusto it had last night. Mane for Liverpool. Good challenge. Won the ball well. Partey.
Levita to Basalico. First touch isn't
sat on the bench for Atletico forever. We'll see coming off the bench in games with 5-10 minutes to go. Mo Salah there, just not even in his kit tonight. Just a rest for him.
Liverpool's second pre-season match here in Munich in successive nights, and a much changed Liverpool team
tonight. We will see them in Dublin at the weekend against Athletic Club of Bilbao.
Taking time to settle, but taking the game to Atletico Madrid.
Milner for Liverpool. Say if there is one
the officials are German, so he can
trying to attack at the moment. It is
as freely as he likes. His German's pretty good, Jurgen Klopp. Kick down to Chan. Lallana.
Looking for Basalico, away by Milner.
Wijnaldum to Milner.
Is Hernandez mentioned that his dad played
he was drifting in late at the far post. The ball only just drifted beyond him.
Jimenez.
Criticism of Liverpool at times last season. There's a lot of excitement about the wing play of Salah and Mane, but they don't necessarily bring natural width. It's got free momentarily. It needed
enjoying being back and being involved. Joe Gomez.
Well, I think Basalico just taking a little bit more time, picked out the right pass, and Liverpool were in a little bit of trouble there.
Milner's header.
Basalico just taking a little bit more time, picked out the right pass, and Liverpool were in a little bit of trouble there.
Apologising to his manager down the touchline, who screaming a good 40 yards down the pitch to him. His challenge again. His manager down the touchline, who was screaming a good 40 yards down the pitch to Hernandez. Augusto. His challenge again. Granvita.
It does take the kind of pace that you can attack.
Again, it's been littered with stoppages in the nearly 29 minutes that we've played. Just a little late. Here's the fullback.
Klavan. Back towards Danny Ward, who's been a spectator so far. Lallana to help it on down the touchline. Well, put out by Zonandez. Had to hurry up and got to move on and find Wijnaldum. On towards Woodburn. So Gusto, who was in the way, able to get the ball back towards Miguel Angel Moya. Again, another free kick. It's not quite able to flow at the moment. Mane. He's got the cross. Jimenez able to get the ball away. Which never really looked convincing as he approached that ball. He never really set himself.
I think individuals have just got to take a little bit more responsibility and attempt to do something with possession of the football. The only one that really is attempting to do anything like that is that man there, Sadio Mane. Everything's very, very safe. I'm sure that Liverpool are all very aware of getting caught in the counter.
Partey. Caught by Emre Can. As we say, it's been the game that really hasn't really been allowed to flow. The Ghanaian Partey. Towards Moya. Jimenez. Run by Masalico. Here's Correa. Exploded from back to front very quickly here on Atletico. Barry. Around the corner for Salico. And there's the man waiting. Wonderful save by the goalkeeper. But they can't keep out the second attempt. And it's Barry who scores. Right, denies what would have been a wonderful save by Danny Ward, but they were quick to pounce at the second attempt, and Atletico lead with what is really their first attack.
Well, the first real chance on goal, taking full advantage of it. It's a pity on young Danny Ward though, isn't it? What a fantastic save. Just get bodies forward, the Atletico ball across there. This is a great save. There's just no way you can get back up and set yourself in time. Liverpool just go a little bit to sleep defensively with the ball coming back across off the crossbar. See there, wonderful save. Goalkeeper, no way can he get back up and set himself. He's relying on his defenders. His defenders weren't quite ready, weren't there. Simone does a little jig on the touchline. One attack, one goal.
The 19-year-old Albanian that puts Atletico in front. A man who's been training with the first team since he was 16 years old. Seen as one with such talent from Diego Simeone's eyes. Only 19 now. It's Marnie. Liverpool have had all the ball and been asked to make all the running. Isn't that just typical of Atletico? Good challenge by Emre Can. Referee saw it as well. Vieto had an inquisitive look towards the referee. That's given away carelessly by Emre Can to Angel Correa. Atletico Madrid have got a real problem this summer because they can't sign any players. So what they've got, they have. The transfer ban was upheld by the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Only ends in January 2018.
They are still trying to get Diego Costa in it, allegedly.
Klavan. Milner. Lallana. That's well worked. It's on towards Marnie. He was just a little ahead of him. It's away by Thomas Partey. Problem back there as well for Kramvita. Will lead to a stoppage in play. It was just a stretch from Mane, and the Argentine was caught.
He just catches them on the ankle and follow through. Catches the studs on the bone. It's a sore one.
Victor is okay. Liverpool have the ball.
Well, man, he just got to be a little bit careful, isn't he? He's got the wrath of the Madrid players.
He did win the ball and deliver across there, didn't he? And it was on the follow-through on the slide. Anything wrong?
No, absolutely not. But just it all mounts up, though, doesn't it? A little bit of pressure, and you know, that little tussle that he had earlier on with Lucas. It's all noted in the referee. He's already got a yellow card, hasn't he? So
clock looks on. A splendid save by Ward. He's really unlucky that the follow-up went straight out to a yellow shirt. Just wrong-footed him as well. First real sign of goal for Atletico. Jimenez wanting a little set to with Ben Woodburn, who was not going to back down. It's not quite as warm as it was last night, but Diego's still feeling the heat. It's just before kick-off last night. It was in the mid-30s, the temperature, and then led to that huge thunderstorm. A few degrees cooler this evening. It's a really good challenge by Flanagan. And the breaks to Thomas Partey, though. Jimenez. Gusto. Partey again. Kramvita. Correa. Salico, so Milner coming there. Just let you have that.
Yeah, he just had a little look at Correa, didn't he?
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. Just get the cut into.
Correa's beaten Milner there. Lallana who steps in. Here's Woodburn. Can. First comes Jimenez again. In his teens when he broke into the team and went to that Champions League final. Only 22 now is Jose Jimenez. Mane. Solanke. Just did well. Finished 15 points behind the league champions in Spain last year, Atletico. They have been right up there in the last few seasons, but a little bit off the pace last season. That said, they are automatically into the group stage for the Champions League this season. They're a team that no one wants to face, and not many teams want to draw. As Gary mentioned, they are still working on signing Diego Costa. I don't know how they will when they have a transfer ban in place till January. Not exactly short of strikers, but they always have had big name forwards. Guerrero, Falcao, people like that in recent years. But I couldn't get there. Flanagan. Now Wijnaldum. Woodburn. Wijnaldum again. Flanagan just got beaten by the bounce. Careful there, young man. You'll be doing yourself a mischief.
Never seen that before. That's a bit unusual, isn't it? Must be some sort of prize winners or something like that, surely. Kids are not for going to bed, though, are they?
Jumping on top of it and diving it first onto the bed. We all did that when we were kids, didn't we, Gary?
Absolutely, yeah.
Generally, it was kicking a ball against the wall and diving and saving it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, much for those old metal bed frames, did it?
So the tennis ball against the wall and you right, yeah, make the save, yeah.
Everyone's remembering their youth now, Gary. Everyone did it. Sponge balls as well. Plastic flyaway ones from the local garage. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Atletico aren't in a hurry to do much tonight, but they have got themselves in front against Liverpool with their only real attempt of the first half. That said, Liverpool haven't had many themselves. Too much changed sides. Solanke. Close with a flick header. Milner. And he get a free kick for the foul by Partey. Emre Can. Beyond Mane. Sergi, who will gather. He's the fullback for Atletico's B team. He's 22. He doesn't play in the first team. Liverpool hustle well and they win the ball well. Ronaldo can't keep it. Inside the final minute of the first half. Gomez. Correa tries to rob it. That's a foul by Gomez. That could be a card. Play goes on. Well, the referee will probably go back for the free kick here. Or is he? Gomez's challenge was perhaps the most worthy of a yellow card we've seen so far. There you go. Referees haven't been adding time on, so I'm sure as soon as this is sorted out, we'll head off for half-time.
Well, for a game that really has created an awful lot, there's been a heck of a lot of bookings.
Well, that was late from Gomez, and it was a yellow card for him. Joe Gomez going into the book in a game where the Atletico side have kept Liverpool at check and managed to get a goal with only real attack of the first half after a stunning Danny Ward save. Benny Bardi able to head the ball home from close range. Liverpool have gone close to Solanke. Need to be more of a goal threat in the second half. Half time, it's Atletico Madrid 1, Liverpool 0.
A crucial goal. How vital is that?
Backing up in here, Maxi Rodriguez, Jordan, hanging cross, oh, 3-3, he'll run it! Gerrard with the corner, it's Martin Skirtle. Oh, that's brilliant by Sebastian Coates.
Fiona B with the cross there for Liverpool. Oh, that's quite brilliant!
It's Berger, great goal for Liverpool! Morelos, that nicely. Oh, what a goal!
Just across this time. On the back stick. Oh, what a finish from Harry Gould. What a priceless goal!
Absolutely astonishing. What a finish.
He never believed in fairy tales, knights in shining armor or happily ever after. But you believed when the right one came along, you'd be ready. Time to shine. Extra.
This is a report from Save the Children. These scenes at Chiamala Hospital in Central Africa may look like an emergency, but we see this throughout the world every single day. Among the new arrivals, we found Kayembe. So frail he can no longer stand. Kayembe is almost 2 years old, but his weight is less than half that of a healthy child his age.
5 grammes de malnutrition.
Kayembe needs food and he needs medicine, urgently. These are the basic things you can help us provide by calling the number on your screen now and giving a monthly gift. Save the Children know what it takes to save a child's life, but we need your help. Because tomorrow, we'll see more children arrive. And the next day.
S'il n'y a pas assez de nourriture à donner aux enfants, les enfants vont mourir.
Please, pick up the phone now and call 0800 055 7824 or visit our website and help us with your monthly gift. For a child as critically ill as Kayembe, a single phone call can make the difference.
Voyage privé. Save up to 70% off on 4- and 5-star holidays. Join voyageprivé.com now.
The stunning snow leopard is ruthlessly hunted by poachers. We urgently need you to help protect her by adopting a snow leopard with WWF. We'll send you an exciting adoption pack and you'll see how you're helping us with our vital work. And with a cuddly leopard, it makes a great gift. Adoption costs just £5 a month. So please call 0800 035 7103 or text SNOW1 to 70007 or visit adoptasnowleopard.com today. Thank you.
When I was looking for a new van, I needed to know I was going to get the right deal for me.
At
At Vanarama, we'll help you find the right deal.
If you find a better deal, even after ordering, they'll match it. There's no hidden charges either. Everything was explained up front.
The Vanarama price promise had me covered.
If you're looking to transform your business with a brand new van, we've got amazing deals, like this Ford Transit Custom for just £199 per month.
Yeah, the Allianz Arena looking stunning against the Munich skyline, but tonight's game hasn't quite been as beautiful. Ugly at times, Atleti lead at the break. Yeah, 1-0 to the Spanish side. Ray Houghton is back alongside me in the studio. Ray, what have you made of the 45 minutes as a whole? It's been a bit of an education at times for the side.
Well, it has. It's been frustrating. It's been disappointing at times. No real flow to the game. You know, neither side have really got the ball down with any authority, passed through the thirds and created opportunities. I think Liverpool have had 2 opportunities. Atletico Madrid have had 1, and from that they've scored the goal. I'd like to see the bigger players for Liverpool, the likes of Wijnaldum, Chan and Lallana, get on the ball a bit more and really show their experience and pass it on to the younger players, the likes of Flanagan and Gomez and Woodburn, and help them out. I mean, defensively they've looked okay. You know, they've not given away too many chances, but going forward, you know, not enough players breaking from midfield to get into the box to help Solanke. There's been times where Mane's got forward and he's tried to play the ball across the 18-yard box, and no one's there really to finish off the move. So from that point of view, it's been frustrating.
Yeah, not quite the rhythm we would hope for in those forward areas. There have been a couple of half chances. You touched upon the first, Dom Solanke, with it. He's been bright, he's been sharp, he's got a couple of goals so far in pre-season, and he's got into decent areas at times tonight, but this is the closest he's come to scoring.
Yeah, but he's isolated a lot of the time. You see when the ball's been delivered in, you know, there's not too many red shirts in the box. 3 you could count there on that occasion. His movement's good, and he's quite good in the air. I mean, there's not a lot he can do with this, apart from just get the merest of flicks. You can see what he's trying to do, just angle it in that bottom corner. So it wasn't too far away, and it was a decent ball in for him from Woodburn. And he wants to get it on his right foot. He's going to whip it in towards the middle of the goal there, and it's up to the striker just to get across his mark and get the merest of touches to it.
Yeah, Woodburn providing the cross on that occasion. He then got on the end of a cross a little bit later on in the game, but couldn't quite get enough on the ball and direct his body round enough.
Yeah, I thought he should have headed it, personally. I thought it was one of those occasions that he should have just threw himself at it. And you can just see he's just backed off it slightly. You know, technique-wise, it's very difficult. You know, he's putting under a little bit of pressure as well, so it wasn't a clear opportunity to get a straight goal. It was one of the electrical players coming out, put him under a bit of pressure, just leaning back. Didn't quite get the connection he would have liked, or the direction, should I say, but plenty of power on it. He just went wide of the goal. Just thought, there, go and head it. You know, he could have went, maybe just adjusting his body. But that may have been a little bit critical, but he'll gain the experience of being in situations like that.
You, coming into these games, they represent different types of challenge. It was good preparation, potentially for Europe in particular in the season ahead. You will face teams like this in the Champions League who are resilient and they're hitting you. And that's exactly what Atletico have done in that first half.
Yeah,
they soak up the pressure and then they hit us on the break.
Well, what you've got to do is make sure you're disciplined defensively, because Liverpool haven't had to do a great deal of defending that first 45 minutes, but they switched off. And they switched off at the key moments, as we see here, with particularly Klavan. You know, he's got to do a lot better when the ball eventually comes into the box. You can see that they're caught out of position here. They're trying to win the ball back. It's actually a good cross-field ball to pick out Rizzato over the right-hand side. He played a good ball in, but just watch Klavan there. To see how he just stopped and it allowed Correa initially to get in. He got his attempted goal. Brilliant save from Ward. And then you're looking for one of your teammates here. See him there, look how he slowed down. And then again, when you see Barry got ahead of him once again there, he's just not anticipated the ball was going to come off the crossbar. The attacker has, but the defender hasn't. They're the key moments in games where you have to switch on. You have to be alert all the time. You've got to think danger inside that 18-yard box all the time, and he didn't, and it proved costly for Liverpool. You can see with Simeone, absolutely delighted. He's changed all his side for tonight's game, and they haven't played well, but they've been disciplined. They defended in numbers. They frustrated Liverpool. They've not given too many chances. And as we said before a ball was kicked, they will hit you on the counter-attack. You've got to make sure that you are nice and disciplined there as a back four, and Liverpool unfortunately weren't.
Yeah, knowing Jurgen, he'll be furious at the way the team have switched off there. At the other end, there was the chance that came after going behind. Sadio Mane again is that option down the right. He gets to the byline, but then no one on the same wavelength in the area running into good space.
Well, have a look at the two central midfielders, you know, or three if you like. Lallana's gone over to the right-hand side, but you watch Wijnaldum and Chan. See how they've just stood still. And as he's played it back, he wants one of them to break forward. Now, Woodburn was sort of there on the edge of the 18-yard box, but no one's going to attack the ball. As soon as you see that ball's played down towards the byline, you've got to be making ground to get into the box to try and be on the end of the move. Now, we've seen it with Grujic last night. When you think of when he scored his goal, when Kent done brilliant, played it back in the area, he made up 20 to 25 yards to get inside the box to finish the strike off. That's what you want from your central midfielders. But on that occasion, both Wijnaldum and Chan are just too deep. They're 10 yards outside the box.
OK, Ray, yeah, well, the Reds undefeated in pre-season so far, but a tricky test for Jurgen Klopp at half-time. Can he find a way through this Madrid rearguard? You can find out with us when we return. The second half is live, and it's next.
Voyage privé. Save up to 70% off on 4- and 5-star holidays. Join voyageprivé.com now.
Join us for a short summer break at Butlins by the Sea. For our best deals, book your break at butlins.com.
Did you want some
today.
lemon? You want to try some bites? Try a big bite.
At Vanarama, we make it easy for you when you're looking
Big
for a
bite,
new
big
van.
bite.
I searched for the right van using Vanarama on my mobile.
I've done all my paperwork on my phone. I even signed my documents on it.
I got my brand new van delivered in no time. Fantastic.
With a brand new van, we've got amazing deals.
Got
like
it.
this Vauxhall Bavaro
Did you want some
for
lemon?
£189
You want to try some
per
bites?
month.
Try a big bite. Big bite, big bite. What do you think?
Amina would ask you something.
Pretty good?
If she could. She'd ask you to
You try
save
some
her
more?
life, but she's too exhausted.
No more lemon?
She'd look you in the eye. She'd ask again if she thought someone, somewhere, had the heart to help. If Amina could ask you, would you help? You can help.
তুমি করবা?
You can save children's lives by calling
কেউ
Save the
বিয়া করব না এই
Children
বিউটি ডে।
today.
সবাই আসবো ফুর্তি করতে।
To help a child survive, will you give just £2 a month? Please give your support today by calling 0800 048 2799.